can all stop. They figured I was done, but like your baby son, the ball just dropped. Waste man, what a great clan, what a flock. Kick through your door, why the fuck should I knock? I understand now why rappers say they back. I was gone for a second, y'all don't know how to act. Like Ben Affleck, I'm that cat that brings real rap back. Baseball cap flat on my eyebrows, and it's my...
Hey guys, Strong Style Studios back again. It's Alex.
And it's me, Noah.
And we are here with your WWE Elimination Chamber.
Move over.
What? You're just gonna...
Yeah, I'm gonna get in on this review, man.
Is that how it works now? You just hop in and show up?
I do what I want, yeah. That's how it works.
Introduce yourself for the people, I guess,
Just in the orange dream.
who no one cares or remembers about.
Oh, they will.
Anyway, we're here with the WWE Network special, Elimination Chamber. This show was memorable for one match and one match only, basically.
That's fair.
Yep.
Yeah.
Alright, well, we started things off with the Tag Team Elimination Chamber match for the WWE Tag Team titles. The New Day, featuring all three members for whatever reason. The Lucha Dragons. Well, Freebird rules means you only use two of them at a time, but okay. But whatever.
That's fair.
The Lucha Dragons, Tyson, Kidd, and Cesaro, the primetime players, the Ascension, and Los Matadores, featuring El Torito, because he just sat on top of the cage and it's like, I'm gonna be in this too. You know.
Who's
They
gonna
just
stop
kind of
it?
like established right out the gate, like, this is.
Yeah, fuck it, we're just
Yeah, we're just gonna do whatever we want.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
So I try to enjoy it in that.
Yeah, some fun stuff in this match, like some good spots, you know, but like the flow of this match and like the elimination orders were just really questionable. Like Kalisto, I think just thought of a bunch of good ideas and did them without really thinking of how can I put this in the match to make it actually work.
The spot where he climbed to the top of the chamber took way too long and there was minimal payoff. I felt
All,
like.
all I could think of was Homicide in the Asylum match.
He did something at least, unlike Homicide.
Yeah, that's true.
It would have been awesome if everybody.
Caught him.
The timing wasn't bad for
Yeah.
one, because people were like watching him up there.
Yeah.
And you had to wait for him. I think he maybe had some other spot planned to freak out because they were kind of just waiting for him to do it, and maybe he was gonna like drop down and hurricane to someone or something, but or something else.
Yeah.
And he kind of backed out of it.
Okay.
Yeah, and also for whatever reason, the Ascension getting the eliminations of Los Matadores and Lucha Dragons.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Like, when the fuck has Ascension ever mattered in WWE until right now? And it's like you choose now of all times to make them matter. Really stupid. Speaking of stupid, how about eliminating Tyson, Kidd, and Cesaro, the most over fucking tag team in the match, with a roll up?
And the crowd was not happy about
No.
that.
So we had the primetime players taking on the New Day, and like the feeling in the middle was, just like no one really gave a shit.
Yeah, I thought they eliminated the Lucha Dragons too early too, because I thought they could have been more towards the finish and had more spots in.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. So New Day ended up getting the win here with a very uneventful finish. Just way too much. Like this match had a really difficult problem, like just having a beginning and end flow.
I think they just had too many men in the match for one thing. They didn't know what to do with everybody.
Too many cooks in the kitchen.
Yep.
I give this. It was still fun though. I give it 3 1/4.
I give it 3.5. I thought it was one of those, like you said, it was fun. Kind of shut your brain off. Yeah, this is awesome.
Yeah.
I'd go 3 1/4. I thought it had a lot of good moments, but it was kind of disjointed.
Yeah. Speaking of disjointed, we had a triple threat match for the Divas title next. Nikki Bella defending against Paige and Naomi. Credit where credit is due. The Divas really tried to break out of their comfort zone this match, and they failed horribly on most of them. Like, they tried to do so much new shit, and almost all of it ended up looking like dog shit.
Yeah.
And it was the same old Divas match. It really had no flow. It just felt like they were just doing moves.
Pretty much. They tried to break away from the normal formula, but I don't know. They just did it. It seemed out of nowhere, you know. I didn't understand the reason they were trying to just go into this different kind of mode, you know. And it didn't work.
No. I think the one worst one was like Naomi tried to do a reverse Rana on Paige and like just brained herself, and Paige like had to flop over and just looked horrible.
Yeah.
And you know, it's like, listen, like there's nothing wrong with sticking to what you're good at for the girls, you know. But it's like because just make it look good, you know. We don't care if it's like, you know, like the basics, but if it looks good, it looks good.
Exactly.
We-
Do the things you're good at.
Yeah.
You know, do them well.
when you try to break out of your comfort zone, do shit you don't have a really good idea or good grasp on how to do, and you fuck it up, that looks even worse.
Mm-hmm.
I give this a star.
Yeah, I also gave it a star. Just
All right.
terrible.
3 for 3.
And then we had the match of the night. The match. Kevin Owens, John Cena, champion versus champion. Where do I begin with this fucking match? This was the best debut you could ask for Kevin Owens. You showed how great of a heel he is, where he just mocks John Cena the whole match. How great of a brawler he is. They threw everything at each other. Like the kitchen sink and more. And like, they really sold the idea of like, both of them like what does it take to beat this guy? What do I have to do? And the fucking ending where Owens goes over clean was like, I literally just had to stand up and walk away and like just like hold my head like I couldn't believe it. I was legitimately shocked.
Yeah.
Like that was the most shocked I've been in professional wrestling since the CM Punk pipe bomb.
It might have been even more shocking just for I couldn't imagine any scenario that would lead to this happening, you know, even a week before the show happened. You know?
Yeah.
I don't know, I was just blown away by how these guys never wrestled before, but they acted like they'd wrestled each other 100 times, you know. They're just natural opponents.
Yeah.
This was a match we'd been wanting to see for years. When we think about like who'd be a dream match for Kevin Steen at the time, John Cena would be a perfect opponent, and turns out it is. And not only is that his first WWE match, but he goes over. That was crazy. And my favorite part of the whole match was actually near the beginning, besides Owens winning, was when he's like hitting scenes like, "You have something to prove to me." Thought that was awesome.
He's very, very good at being vocal during a match.
Yeah.
And like selling the idea of him just being better than his opponent and like mocking them. He's great at that.
Yeah, and also Owens, no nerve. And this was like a huge situation to step into, a lot of pressure. He's going over Cena clean, one of like 3 guys to ever do that, basically, and no nerves.
I think it's 6 now.
Still, you know, it's a handful.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like you said, is it the greatest debut in wrestling?
I would say it is. It's the greatest debut ever in professional wrestling.
Yeah, it's got to be like the greatest
And
debut match.
What's crazy is like I can't think of another guy that you could put in that situation and it would work like that.
Mm-hmm.
The crowd would believe it like that.
Yeah.
Like, you know, as much as we love Finn Balor or Samoa Joe, like if they were to debut in WWE, you know, night 1, like even that I wouldn't believe that Joe or Finn Balor could go over on Cena night 1.
Yeah.
But like Owens, like it makes sense. And also, no, it was the rematch where he broke out the fake package pile or whatever.
Oh, he did it the first match too.
He did too?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, like that was awesome.
Yeah.
That was cool.
And like I nearly lost my life. Like no, it's like it's like if he
trolled me a little bit.
Yeah, it's like Owens, you son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Still gets you. 4 1/4. Love this match. It was fantastic.
Yeah, I concur. But my enjoyment of this match, you know, as a fan of Owens, was
6.
Yeah, off the charts.
Absolutely.
I give it 4.5. I loved this match. I thought it was incredible. The epitome of a dream match.
Yes.
Funny story. After watching that match, I literally had to turn off the show. Like I like 1 because Game of Thrones was about to be on, and 2 because like I had to stop. Like nothing's gonna top that moment. I have to stop. Like I'm done. I can't pay attention to the rest of the night to
That's what
wrestling.
the crowd there said.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because next we had Neville taking on Bo Dallas in a TV match.
Mm-hmm.
Crowd didn't care. The wrestlers did not really try to make him care. I don't think. You know, Neville did a few high spots, but like he didn't. He's like this is a TV. Like I'm not gonna get over in this match. Like I'm not gonna bust my ass for this.
I actually thought Neville worked pretty hard. Honestly, like I thought they tried pretty hard, and it's just the lack of heat killed the match, just because no one cared.
Okay.
I thought it was fine from a work standpoint.
Well, no, I'm not saying it was a bad match. I'm just saying like, you know, neither one of those guys was going out there to steal the show that night because they knew that was impossible.
Yeah. This match was better than I expected, given that I don't really care about Bo Dallas at all.
No one does.
Yeah.
I thought this was a fun match. This was basically your piss break right here because
Mm-hmm.
they knew that nothing could follow this. We got to give the crowd a chance to get back into it, and I thought it worked to get Neville over and give Bo a little bit of heat. So.
Yeah.
I give it 2.
2.25.
2.5.
Okay. And then we had the worst.
3 different ratings.
Yeah. And then we had the worst match of the year. The Elimination Chamber for the vacant Intercontinental.
Worst match of the year, huh?
I think
That's
so.
Quite a statement.
I think so. Can you come up with one on top of your head that's worse?
I could think. I don't. I just know that I have watched matches that I have.
I've seen a couple Nikki
enjoyed
Bella
live.
matches that were pretty
Okay.
atrocious.
I'll explain why I think this is the worst match in the year during my.
Okay.
But we had Dolph Ziggler, King Barrett, R-Truth, Mark Henry, Ryback, and Sheamus going up for the Intercontinental title. Match started off with Ziggler and Barrett just doing moves, like really nothing.
Yeah.
Although Barrett did a great thing where like R-Truth come in, and he immediately jumps him before he even gets out of his pod, and then he starts beating the shit out of him. I'm like, that was good. It's like, so like logic would say like, okay, you send in the big heavy dude next to beat the shit out of the cocky heel, and this and that, whatever, get the crowd going. Well, that didn't happen because Dolph Ziggler got thrown into Mark Henry's pod and broke it.
Oh my god!
And you could hear the proverbial record scratch at that point because suddenly it's just like, oh shit, this ain't supposed to happen. Yeah. So Mark Henry gets out, goes back in.
Yeah.
He clearly didn't know what.
Like, he did not know what happened.
He panicked when that happened.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
He walked out.
Well, you don't expect that to
Ref,
happen at all,
get
especially
back
because
in
Ziggler's
there.
not like a
Yeah.
big dude. Like,
Yeah, and then like Ryback immediately entered the match too, so it's like, oh shit, what do we do?
yeah.
Well, apparently he eliminated King Barrett.
Well, first Henry gets in there and watches the other two wrestle.
Yeah.
Then there's a pin and he breaks it up. Like, have you ever been in a wrestling match?
Even JBL's just like, oh Mark, what are you doing?
Yeah, he was all out of sorts from the start.
So they eliminated Barrett, which was stupid because like we have R-Truth in there, eliminate him. He's fucking useless.
And Barrett was a recent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In fact, your last WWE Network special was about the King of the Ring, where Barrett won it.
And he was a recent Intercontinental champion.
Exactly. So stupid. Anyway, so Sheamus tries to get out, and like his pod door is locked. Oh, what the hell? What's going on?
Mm-hmm.
And so like they have Ziggler, Ryback, R-Truth, and Mark Henry, and the referee all standing around like looking like they're gonna fight. And Ziggler is clearly calling spots to all of them, like, you do that. So they sit there for like a good 2 minutes. They just stand there around, like, yelling spots. And they get at it, and they do stuff.
That's a pretty apt description.
They do say that they do stuff. And then probably the biggest miss of this match was Sheamus reveals he had been locked. He had locked the pod. Oh, clever heel.
Mm-hmm.
The fucking announcers don't even catch it.
Oh, they fixed it.
Oh, he must have fixed it. It's like, you stupid sons of bitches. There was no one in the back screaming, pointing out that Sheamus had tricked them. Pointing it out. Like,
was that not in the script?
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know.
Oh, they have headsets. You'd think Vince would be on
Like
there.
someone, like one reviewer thought, like maybe they were yelling at Sheamus, put your cross in the thing, make it look like you locked yourself in the pod, because maybe they couldn't really actually get the door open.
I don't know,
but like
unsolved mystery. I guess.
Yeah, so like after that giant clutch was fucked, they completely lost the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
Ryback ran wild, and Sheamus ran wild. It came down to Ryback and Sheamus, and Ryback won.
Yeah, the crowd did not care.
Yeah, the biggest pop was when Daniel Bryan got in the ring and handed it to the Ryback.
The Ryback, yes.
So the reason this is the worst match of the year was because at one point you had 4 guys in that ring, most of whom are at least 10-year veterans. Mark Henry is a 20-year veteran. R-Truth is at least a 10-year veteran. Ryback, I think, has been wrestling for 10 years.
Yeah, he's been wrestling.
Ziggler is a pretty, like what? He's
a veteran.
Yeah, he's a veteran. Okay.
Sheamus is, at this point.
Well, Sheamus wasn't in the ring at the time of the fucking stand around doing nothing.
Yeah.
And nobody knew what the fuck to do. Ziggler was the one that had to save your asses. You were fucking standing around doing nothing. You completely shattered the illusion of the match because you fucking idiots couldn't figure out how to call a spot in the middle of a match and fix this.
And there's a few good workers. These guys are, for the most part, good workers.
Yeah. Mark Henry, it's a fucking chain match. Throw some around. Fucking yell. That's what I do.
Act like it's a battle royal. Just hit people, punch people, kick people.
Yeah, you would think like Ryback, who isn't that great, could even find something to do in the chamber.
Yeah, just like
show off.
Yeah, like go over the top, just throw you. And like,
just throw people around.
Yeah.
There's weapons all over the place.
Fucking smash them in the
Can you
chamber.
imagine if this happened, and instead of Ryback was in there, it was Lesnar? people would just be getting their asses kicked.
Yeah.
Was it like, you got 5 seconds, Barrett, what we doing?
Well, change your plans.
Yeah, people didn't know what to do. You just German them. You just German everyone in the
Make me
match.
look like an asshole.
Whether they wanted to or not, they're going, man.
Suplex dome, bitch.
Suplex City. I don't think the 5 other guys could stop it.
No,
no way.
So that to me is why it's the worst match of the year.
Yeah, I wouldn't say worst match, but I'll give you most disappointing given that, it's a chamber match, you've got some good workers in there. This is a Elimination Chamber pay-per-view, and neither chamber match really delivered.
This chamber match was worse than the ECW one. I'll go that far.
I've kind of blocked out the ECW one, so I can't tell you, but this one was
it was
kind of boring.
Yeah.
So I think that was the worst offense.
Yeah. So that for me is why it's the worst match of the year, and it could obviously change,
The
but
internet's going to be set ablaze by these comments. The controversy.
so I did give it a star and a half because they did do some good spots and like some good stuff, but that giant clusterfuck in the middle just ruined the match for me.
Yeah.
And I feel bad for Ryback because this was his first title win in his entire career, and this is the match he has to go back and show his family. This is when your daddy won the title.
Well, and it sucks because, they were really trying here to give Ryback
a moment, yeah, and
Especially Brian.
I'm not a big fan
No.
of Ryback, but I think that could have worked.
yeah.
Yeah.
But,
Especially if he would have come in and just torn through people and dominated,
Exactly.
which he didn't
Yeah.
do. So
no.
Yeah.
I'd go star and a half also. Pretty poor match.
Star and 3/4.
Okay.
Generous, huh?
Yeah.
I
And then
I'm in a giving mood.
yeah. Then we have the main event, the WWE World Heavyweight Championship match. Seth Rollins, the champion, taking on Dean Ambrose, the challenger. Just a very, very solid match from these guys. I really love their chemistry. They've always had good chemistry, even in their shittiest match, which was probably that lumberjack match they had at SummerSlam.
I liked that match.
It was a good match, but they managed to make a shitty gimmick work. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's true.
Something about this match, though, I don't know if you guys felt, but it just lacked that special spark. It just kind of felt like they were just doing moves, and didn't really have a solid story to tell in this match almost.
I would agree with that. I think it had a nice flow to it. These guys work really well together.
Yeah.
It didn't quite have. It didn't get into another gear, I would say.
Yeah, I agree.
So when they did the false finish, didn't really buy
Yeah,
it.
the one last dusty finish before Dusty Rhodes passed away.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace. Yeah,
American Dream.
American Dream, the greatest of all time, baby, because he's Dusty Rhodes.
Yeah.
Thank you. So yeah, the dusty finish was like a big buzzkill.
Yeah.
But Seth Rollins' reaction was
The crowd, I think, bought it though.
Yeah, the crowd bought it. Yeah, but Seth Rollins' reaction to finding out the decision had him kept the belt was amazing. He fucking lost his goddamn mind.
picture right
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so this was fun, and it was a nice way to set up for the Money in the Bank pay-per-view. With a good match with a stupid finish, I think.
I thought the finish was kind of clever, honestly, just because you don't see a real dusty finish that much in WWE anymore.
And also, I will give him credit. The referee took a fucking bump. He got killed by Dean Ambrose coming up that top rope.
Oh, yeah, he did.
So credit to that referee for actually taking a real bump and not clothesline. Oh no, didn't dead.
Yeah, because they didn't want Ambrose to win, but they didn't want to kill him off. So
Yeah.
I think it worked. So he got to win the match by DQ, but didn't get to win the title.
What would you give the match?
I'd give it 3 3/4. I think it was a really good match. It didn't quite have the grudge match feel between these two guys. I thought they should have had.
I went with 3 3/4 as well.
I gave it 3.5. I thought it was good pace. Kind of not much of a story, but enjoyable.
What would you give the show overall?
I don't know. It wasn't a great show, but I had fun watching it.
Yeah.
It was pretty easy to sit through. I thought it was the way it was paced. So probably 6.75.
I'd probably go 6.5.
I'd actually go 7 because there was three matches I thought were good, and the bad matches the Intercontinental Chamber was the only one that really was hard to sit through.
All right. Well, following that, we had the Money in the Bank pay-per-view. This one was a little bit better. It was a step up, I thought, from the Chamber.
It was pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it was pretty good.
We started these off with the Money in the Bank ladder match. Roman Reigns, Kane,
We started it off with the 10-bell salute.
Oh yes, very very fitting. I love that they did the
That
10-bell
was
salute
nice.
for
That was
Dusty.
nice.
I like how when they played his music, everyone was excited and stuff.
Yeah, they were
I felt like
clapping.
Dusty would have won.
And Vince out there front and center. That was nice, you know.
And the video package was really nice.
Dude.
I think they showed it on Raw,
Yeah.
but it was really...
WWE does great video packages, but granted, like anyone with a basic knowledge of filming it could make a great tribute out of Dusty Rhodes because he's Dusty Rhodes. He's
There's
mega
so much
great.
material to work.
Dusty Rhodes, greatest manager to book a wrestler of all time. Dusty Rhodes, American Dream, one of a kind. You know, it's like it's Dusty Rhodes.
Yeah.
You know, and but yeah, you know, great little tribute there, and like if anyone deserves it, it's Dusty.
Yeah.
You know.
Totally agree.
So okay, and then we start off with the Money in the Bank ladder match: Roman Reigns, Kane, Kofi Kingston, Neville, Sheamus, Dolph Ziggler, and Randy Orton. One of the safest ladder matches of all time, I think. Like
Yeah.
they, you know, they didn't really do any big spots. I mean, the biggest spot was Kingston getting destroyed with a powerbomb on the ladder, and then a guy powerbombed on top of him. And then Randy Orton RKOing Neville off the
That
ladder.
was my favorite spot.
That was a great
That
spot.
was cool.
That was awesome.
I would like to see Neville and Orton have a match. I think they very have good
Yeah.
chemistry.
Yeah, I think so
Yeah.
too.
But not a bad match. It's just kind of like slow and a little dull at times.
There weren't a lot of holy shit. I wouldn't say there were any real holy shit.
No, there wasn't. And also, it was very much one-on-one at a time. Like most of the time, the guys were on the outside, like just fucking taking a nap.
They could have had just about the same match without a ladder for the most part, only
Yeah.
other than a couple spots.
Yeah.
And I thought it was just too long too.
Yeah. I would say that the Roman Reigns false finish was pretty good
Yeah.
because like he did a pretty good job of getting over. I thought in this match, like
And a lot of people thought he was going to win.
yeah, like he was kicking ass and taking names, and it's like they're cheering the big ass badass Simone kicking ass.
Yeah.
And like they're
How'd you feel about Wyatt, like, coming in and...
it worked as a false finish, and I was kind of like excited because I'm like, oh hey, they're gonna do this feud that I actually kind of wanted them to do. But I was like, oh, it's right before SummerSlam. They're probably not gonna give this time. Which they're probably not.
I didn't like this just because it was so out of nowhere. And
Yeah,
Right,
that's the one thing I don't like about it is like,
And he doesn't really ever have a good justification for it.
Yeah.
Like they try to have him have a justification, but it's really just... Someone put it this way on the internet. I'm sorry, I can't give you credit. Random
Steal.
forum poster.
Yeah.
But they say Wyatt is a get out of booking free card, which
yeah,
really is, because if they can't find out something, lights go off, Wyatt shows up, screws somebody out
Yeah.
of the
Right.
match.
and
Yeah.
also
That's a good point.
it's how many times can we screw Reigns out of the title picture? Like
Yeah.
you know, WrestleMania he got screwed over. I thought he had another one too.
Well, this...
The one we had the Fatal 4-Way, Payback, whatever. The 4-Way.
I remember what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
like he there too. He got screwed out of the title.
Yeah.
And it's like you know how many times are you gonna pull the rug off underneath this guy before people start giving a shit?
And there was a previous Fatal 4 where he also didn't win.
Yeah, like last year.
Yeah,
But
that's why I thought you were talking about it first.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But so it's like you know you can't keep doing that. And also the finish was kind of weak with Sheamus just like pulling. I think it was Neville off the top of the ladder. And, like,
Yeah. I was kind of disappointed because they had Neville and Kingston in this match, and Ziggler, and they just didn't really utilize those guys to the best of their
like
ability.
the guy who probably looked the best in this match was probably Reigns.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
So anything to add?
No, I think you guys got it pretty well. It wasn't that great.
3.5 though.
I did give it 3.5.
Yeah, I'd go 3.5 as well.
And then we had another Divas match. The Divas Championship on the line. Nikki Bella gets Paige for the millionth time or whatever. Lost count at this point. A lot of good work. These two actually clicked in this match, I felt. Like, they were very nice, good near fall, good pace. And then the stupidest fucking finish in recent memory for Divas. Where they do the twin magic, because they teased it on Raw, so they gotta do it on pay-per-view. And fucking Paige cradles her up and steals the win. And then Brie Bella starts taking the tissues of her bra to reveal, look, I don't have the giant tits, and I have these tattoos. It's like, what the? Like, okay, right there should have been a disqualification.
Cute,
Yeah.
exactly.
And instead, you know, Nikki comes in behind, knocks out Paige, and gets the pin. It's like, even the announcer's like, the referee should disqualify her, you know? It's like,
Gosh,
They shit on their own finish that they booked.
God, it was bad.
Yeah, I don't know. This was a case of the finish being so bad that it pretty much ruined this match.
It
for
did.
us.
I'm like, okay, I'm enjoying this, and like, even like when like I kind of liked it, like, oh, Nikki stole the finish or stole the win because that's a revenge. Like, that's going to have the Ascension with the Bellas or blah blah.
I thought it was kind of interesting that they had twin magic backfire finally, but they didn't do it in the right way.
I agree. Like, it's it should have been like she comes in,
pins her and wins, and then
like that. And it's like oh, I'm not really Bella. It's like, oh, too late. I already made a decision. Or whatever.
Yeah, and then they have a rematch or something. I don't know. Anything but what they did.
Yeah. I give it 2 1/4 though. Like, for the work they did in the match up until that finish was pretty good though.
I give it star and 3/4. I didn't care for it.
I'll split the
very
difference
much.
too.
Okay. Then we had the shortest Intercontinental match in recent memory: Ryback versus the Big Show. Ryback. I thought for a second they were gonna do a thing where Ryback just wins in 10 seconds when he clotheslines the Big Show opening spot.
Yeah.
And fucking does the shell shock or whatever.
Yeah.
Which, oh, by the way, the whole thing was can you get him up for the shell shock?
And they wasted that
He
spot.
fucking did on Raw.
Yeah. But they also wasted that spot on
Yeah.
this too, which
Although
was a nothing match.
I would have minded if okay, they had a little brawl on television or whatever, but in this match, Ryback comes out fucking House of Blaze and clotheslines him, shell shots him, and squashes the Big Show.
Mm-hmm.
Put Ryback over as a monster.
Yeah.
But that's what they did. They had a quick back and forth, which actually was surprisingly good just because they did all their shit right away. And then
It was
Miz
an
runs
impressive suplex by Ryback.
Yeah, really impressive.
and then the Miz runs in and disqualifies Ryback.
Yeah,
It's you can't. The Big Show can't job with your Intercontinental Champion.
Especially when this is his first defense, and if they want to make him look good, just have him win.
Yeah. So if I was booking, I would have just had Ryback go out there, destroy the Big Show in 10 seconds.
Yeah, and so then Miz gets involved,
Yeah.
and we all love to see that. Right?
Yeah.
When Miz gets involved.
Terrible.
So someone someone actually ran in and ruined Big Show's match for a change.
That's
Usually it's the
shocking.
other way around.
Yeah. What do you give this, man?
This was so nothing. I just would go a star.
I
There's
give it a star as well.
There's 5 minutes and just nothing to see here. One cool spot.
Dud.
Sorry, but
Yeah.
I give a star just for the spot.
Yeah,
suplex. That's
Suplex
the
and
first
the
move you learn.
Yeah.
David Arquette can throw a damn nice.
It's true.
So,
Then we had a certified match of the year. My God, it's the rematch. John Cena, Kevin Owens, Part 2.
Mm-hmm.
Holy fuck.
Unbelievable.
This was everything about their last match, but better, except Cena won.
Yeah.
That's the only thing wrong with this match, really, was Cena won. But even that, Owens kicked out of everything. Again.
Yeah.
Everything was the pacing. Cena breaking out new moves, which was pretty shocking. He broke out Code Red.
Several new moves.
Yeah.
What I liked about this one too was, the last one's formula was big move,
Yeah.
near fall, and this one was more. They're just going to keep beating on each other.
Yeah.
And getting into each other's heads.
Yeah.
Things like that.
See, Owens coming out. Was this one he came up with the Cena shirt, or was that last one? I think it was the last one. I don't know. Whatever. But him doing the 5 moves of doom to Cena, fucking amazing.
Shuffle.
That was awesome.
Actually hitting it better than Cena.
Yeah, he did.
I just
Use
loved
the code breaker.
Yeah.
I loved just though mentioning Cena breaking out all these new moves. I felt that it was part of the story of the match that he had to come up with new moves to try to beat him. since he lost
I
it
did.
before.
I did like that.
Yeah.
One thing I loved about Cena in this match, he sold like he was getting frustrated with this.
Yeah, the desperation.
There's one part where I think it was hit and it's an AA, he covers 1, 2, big kick out, and he just looks over come here, that was 3.
Yeah.
That was 3. I got him.
Exactly.
And it was nicely done. It was like, are you serious? I'm not beating. How is this guy still fighting? That was really well done.
I loved the Fisherman Buster off the top.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
Great spot.
I
I love when Cena reverses the pop-up.
Yeah,
It looks really good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's really, really good. And this, again, these guys fucking clicked.
Mm-hmm.
And even Cena winning was nice because it did keep it tied up 1-1. So
And I think still, even with him winning, just the fact that he showed so much desperation, which he has never showed
Yeah.
Right.
that
Yeah,
level
I
before
agree.
in any match,
I agree.
just put Owens over.
And after the match, he tries to, he wants hands Owens' belt. Hey, awesome job, shake my hand, man. You did awesome. Owens does, and then pop up power bombs him, whatever, and then apron power bomb on
Yeah.
the. Oh,
Instantly got his heat back.
Instantly.
Yeah,
And it's so great. So amazing.
Even though it's against Cena, he got quite a bit of heel heat too. It was kind of like a mixed reaction.
Because I think it was because like he's just an awesome match and like, hey, oh, shake hands, be respectful, you know.
Yeah.
And it's like, nope, I'm gonna fucking beat the shit out of you still.
And he has a way of actually coming off as like, no,
Yeah.
He just comes off as disrespectful, and it's fantastic.
Yeah.
He's really a great
Absolutely.
heel. And the way he was backing out and
Yeah.
like, laughing, amazing.
Like,
Like,
yeah.
such an amazing bit.
Yeah, it was great. 4 3/4. Fucking amazing match. Cannot wait for more. I cannot wait to see these guys wrestle again.
Yeah.
Yep, totally agree. 4 3/4, and amazing.
I'm ready for one more. I want to see. I want these guys to get a 5
They can do it. If
I wanna
they
see
hit on all cylinders, they can do it. I would go 4 3/4 as well. This is my favorite WWE match of the whole year. The only thing that came close was that triple threat from the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
Other than that, this is the best match. I'd say this is the best match of the year for
Actually.
WWE so far.
Mhm. Next up, we had the New Day defending against the Primetime Players for the tag team titles on the line. Bad idea to put these guys on after that match
Yeah.
because they were in the dead zone, and they didn't really try that hard. It was a very basic tag team match. But, like they didn't really.
About 5 minutes.
Yeah, nothing special, and new champions out of nowhere. Like,
Ugh.
and also, like the New Day was just starting to get over as a good
Right.
heel act, and you take the belts off them
Mhm.
for the primetime players who have not been over in forever because you keep fucking deciding, oh, we like them, no, we don't. Oh, we want to use them now, no, we don't. You know, it's like so.
Total waste of
Yeah.
the title change here.
Absolutely.
All this needed to be was a way to get more heat on the New Day, get them over a little bit more.
Yeah.
Primetime players maybe try to elevate them in the process.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no one cared about this match, so nobody cared that the titles changed.
The crowd, like, you could tell they were trying to get excited for the title change, and they just didn't have the energy. It was like,
Yeah.
Right?
It just didn't have any. It felt like completely meaningless.
Yeah. Yeah, and then we have the. Oh, I give
Ratings.
two.
2 as well.
2 1/4.
Okay. And then we had the ladder match for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship match. Seth Rollins, Ambrose. First of all, nice little segment backstage with Seth Rollins, like where the Authority hypes him up, and
This was like 20 minutes of Raw, though. Like,
Yeah,
we
it's
got
true.
a lot of.
It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's like him like walking like from like the back of the arena. Slow down. Yeah. Well, I think they're running short on time. Like I think they like
Probably.
yeah.
They seem to do
And
that.
like Triple H, like prove to them, prove your worth. It's like I'm like motherfucker, I'm getting kind of hyped now. Like that was a nice little done. I know, I thought that was cool.
Yeah.
As far as the match goes, really good. I thought they did a pretty good job of like having a match featuring ladders, not a ladder match. I thought
Yeah. One thing, why was the belt so dang low?
because they
Way
didn't,
lower.
because Rollins was gonna face Lesnar next month, so they didn't want him to die in this pay per view.
Maybe.
I think the guy just was like, oops. I don't know how to bring it back
Yeah.
up.
You're good. You're good. You're good. Too low. Fuck it. We're good.
Yeah,
It's close enough.
Close
Yeah.
enough.
I like Rollins going after the leg. I actually like this little idea like where he like goaded Ambrose and like chasing him like down the ramp, and then he'd lay him out, try to run back to the ring and get up the ladder.
I really like the story of this match.
Yeah, I thought it was
Rollins was making it so Ambrose couldn't climb the ladder. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never seen that type of a story in a ladder match before, and
good.
it
Not
it
in
was
recent
actually,
ones.
It was actually kind of nice to see.
Yeah.
Especially, I marked for figure 4 just because
Yeah.
I tend to do that.
And also, I love that Ambrose just wanted to keep hurting Rollins. Like, he just wanted to keep beating the shit out of this guy. He hates so much, and, like, he finally gets his hands on in a no disqualification match with no one else involved.
And really, he never did keep Ambrose down. Ambrose was fighting till the very end.
Yeah.
But one of the things I felt like they could have incorporated that better in the end of
Yeah.
the match. He could have just not been able to get up there, or
Yeah.
Yeah,
hang his
like
leg up in
the ending of the match where
like you didn't have to protect him that much.
yeah, the
Yeah,
ending of the
I
match
agree.
basically is like Ambrose is buried underneath ladders and chairs and everything, and
On the outside of the ring.
yeah, and Rollins climbs up the ladder. Ambrose comes back to life, climbs up the ladder, and like they both go down with the belt. But as they hit, Ambrose drops the belt, so Rollins wins. Like, did you really have to protect Ambrose that much?
Yeah, I mean, he's losing.
Like,
He's not going to be challenged
Yeah,
in
like
the near future.
his leg is destroyed. He's buried underneath ladders and everything like that. Like, that could have been the finish right there. And,
Yeah.
like, I did not need one last hope spot for Ambrose. and I'm an Ambrose fan.
Yeah, I mean, he could have like even climbed the ladder, like reached out and just not gotten there, or something like that, or even just yeah. You're fine if you just stay buried. Honestly, I mean.
Also, the guys didn't need to go 40 minutes.
Yeah.
Well, I think that the Intercontinental title match probably had something to do with that.
Who knows? But but like I understand, like they needed it to go long, or whatever. But it's like, still, I think that's what killed it. Like it's just like at one point it's like, okay, you've done everything you can in this match, just get to the finish now. And like they kept going and going, and it's like,
it was long. I wasn't bothered by the long.
It didn't ruin it, but it just felt long.
Yeah.
Honestly, I enjoyed it. Just the finish just really bummed me out.
Yeah.
Because I thought that the story was so well told.
Yeah.
All right, I give it 4 though.
I give it 3 3/4.
I give it 4 1/4. I really liked it.
All right, what you guys give the show overall?
I give this one a 7. I recommend it.
I give it a 7 as well.
7.25, man. I'm going high on my ratings here.
Yeah, overrating much.
How dare
1
you enjoy
point.
these shows?
You guys want to do Beast from the East?
I don't know if I got that one.
I got it right here.
Yeah, I didn't
This is Bush
rate
League
it
right
as
here.
well. I didn't rate
you
it
didn't
as-
tell me.
I'll cut it out.
Just cut it out.
Okay.
Just cut it out.
Fix it in post.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I do.
CGI.
You don't have ratings right now?
I don't think so.
I don't have ratings. We can talk about it.
Okay.
I don't
We'll
have
just talk.
ratings,
Yeah.
though.
All right.
I'm not.
All right. All right, and another WWE Network special, Beast in the East, a 5:30 a.m. for Eastern Standard Time wrestling show, which I got up to watch on the 4th of July because I have no life. And, like I literally got up at 5 a.m. Like this is my life. I'm getting up at 5 a.m. for a fucking wrestling show.
Jamie couldn't understand. I kept trying to explain no, it's different because it's live. It's just
Yeah.
but if you got up at 10 and watched it, no one would. I'm
Yeah.
like, no, you have to watch it live.
And then,
You
like,
understand.
I told Brooke that, and she's just like, I'm gonna give it like whatever, do what you gotta do. Like I'll be there, It's like okay. But anyway, we from was it Cook Hall or whatever? Corrigan Hall, thank you. We started off with Chris Jericho versus Neville. Fun back and forth match. It just felt like Jericho was doing his greatest hits in this match though. Like it didn't feel like he had a consistent story.
Okay. I enjoyed his stuff in this match, and just honestly, it kind of felt like he tried a little harder than the last time we were.
Yeah, I'll give him that.
You're
But
right, I agree with
he didn't have a I'm gonna attack this part of his body. It felt like he was just doing his greatest hits.
And Neville's good at being exciting.
Yeah, and that's one thing I liked about it.
I think that was the type of match they were going for, is all.
Neville should have won.
Especially as an opener, and they're in Japan. This is a unique show. They kind of just want to get some flashy stuff, maybe.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I give it 3 1/4. So.
I didn't do any ratings, but I remember thinking it was pretty good, like 3.5 quality.
Yeah, I didn't do any ratings.
I didn't like that Jericho went over.
Yeah, me neither.
Because he doesn't. If he's gonna put Fandango over and not Neville,
Yeah.
especially when Neville kind of needs a win or could use one.
But. Then we had a triple threat match for the Divas title: Nikki Bella, Tamina, and Paige. Decently worked, especially when Tamina was not involved. I mean, she was like a fucking anchor holding these two girls down.
Yeah.
Because
not very good.
No. And
Yeah.
she's rusty on top of not being.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Pretty good stuff. No real botches. They worked, clean stuff. Nothing sloppy. And then a weak as fuck finish. Like a fucking forearm, Unless you're Masawa, you can't be winning with a forearm.
Right.
And he's dead, so no one can win with a forearm.
Dang.
Yeah. Fucking shoot right there.
You hear
man.
that, wrestlers of the world? You
Yeah.
cannot win with the forearm because it's
That's
an insult to Messiah.
Yeah.
He'll
Okay.
be turning over in his grave.
I give it 2 stars. Pretty fun though.
Yeah, it was decent.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then we had one of the matches of the night. The Beast, Brock Lesnar back versus Kofi Kingston.
This was great to see.
This was fucking awesome.
This
Lesnar
was
from
what
the
you
crowd.
wanted. This is what
Yeah.
this needed to be, really.
Yeah.
Kofi Kingston ran around for 2 seconds, tried to hit some moves, and Lesnar just said,
Lesnar gets a hold of him,
fuck your
you're
shit,
done."
German
Right.
suplex, F5, you're dead.
And I like it. Put over the F5. People have been kicking out a lot of it because he just does main events.
Yeah.
But one done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Loved.
It was
Put him over.
Honestly, if wrestling was nothing but watching Brock Lesnar destroy people, I'd probably still watch it as much as I do.
Brock Lesnar,
if not more, actually.
Brock Lesnar may be the biggest draw in wrestling. Right
I'd say yes.
Like, or even in the world of sports.
He's like the most must-see wrestler. If he's on a show, you've got to watch it.
Absolutely, because every time he's in the ring, it's something totally different from what you're used to seeing on it from any other wrestler.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
Because you don't have to worry about the booking because you know that when Lesnar's in the ring,
it's just someone gonna die.
He's just gonna do whatever he wants.
Yeah.
This was great, and the fans were like fucking loved Lesnar.
Yeah.
Lesnar, big in Japan.
Him in front of that crowd was worth tuning in.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of worth tuning in for, this was worth tuning in for the main event. Let's be honest, this was the main event.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
The NXT title, Kevin Owens defending against Finn Balor, coming out in fucking awesome Finn Balor gear. Every time I see the entrance, I still
This
love
was
it.
especially cool in this environment.
Absolutely.
You know?
Right.
Where he kind of started using the body paint for the first time.
Yeah.
Was in Japan.
Yeah.
They did a full-on championship ceremony. They had streamers. They presented the champions with flowers, which Kevin Owens threw in the fucking aisle. Like, what a heel! And instantly, just the whole crowd just boo!
Damn,
Disrespectful.
I thought the announcers did a great job. Well, throughout the night, morning. But
Byron Saxton and Cole were on their A game tonight.
Yeah.
Maybe Vince slept in. Who knows? But they were on their A game.
I just didn't watch this show. It's like, it's in Japan. It doesn't count.
I thought they did a great job of putting over the fact that Steen did not want to be there. Because, like he said, I don't really like going there. It's a pain.
And it's kind of legitimate. Like Steen does not really like Japan because it's a pain in the ass to go there.
It's out of his element.
He doesn't like the Japanese style really. He's always been a WWE guy. He's always been like their style, you know.
Yeah.
And so I thought that this was a great way to
It was very, very cool.
Make him a heel.
And just the fact that this had it's an NXT championship, which is not one of their main championships in the company, but this had a big match feel.
It did.
Especially in this setting with all the ceremony and stuff.
Great back and forth. Owens just as a heel, fucking A+.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Just so goddamn good. And Finn Balor was just on his A game. I mean, he broke out the Bloody Sunday.
Yeah.
Like
sick.
top of the
It
night.
looked nasty too.
Steen with the sleeper suplex. It was awesome. Just amazing near falls and just a picture perfect finish.
Yeah, you couldn't differentiate. If they had the same match on the Indies, they would have had this match. You know, they didn't hold back at all.
No, absolutely not. And Finn Balor winning it in his home country, or the country.
He's from Japan?
Wow.
Little known fact.
He's a white
the country where he basically made his name in wrestling.
Hills Ninja.
Shut the fuck up. Finn Balor winning it in front of the fans that were there for his beginnings. You know, it's it's pretty awesome for him. And a great end to a championship reign for Owens. I mean,
and this is that's a huge moment for him. He's never really been a top champion anywhere that I know of anyway, and now he's in a major promotion. He's got a nice belt for it.
I give this match 4 1/4. I really liked it. I don't know if you guys rated it at all.
I would give it the same rating.
Somewhere in there.
Also,
this match.
I do wonder this though. Are they going to call it the NXT World Championship now? Because it technically has been defended in a different country, so
yeah, maybe.
Maybe
it is a world championship.
Food for thought. And then we had
But one thing I have a question about: how come they don't call the Intercontinental World Championship? Because that's been
it was defended for the first time in Brazil. That was the first champion was crowned. So I don't know. Who knows?
Because Intercontinental might imply world.
What about U.S. World? Has that ever been
European World Title?
Every title's just the world title, no matter what level it is.
Diva World Champion.
Yeah.
We're getting off topic. And then we had a fucking house show main event. John Cena, Dolph Ziggler versus Kane and King Barrett. They had a double heat segment. It was bad. It was 25 minutes long. I wish I'd fallen back asleep.
I tuned out. I did not watch this.
I don't understand this, man. I mean, it would be okay if they had a house show-ish main event, but if they had guys, if they had a pairing people, this doesn't make sense. Why are Barrett and Kane together? Because
they're heels.
I guess. That's about it.
In Vince's world, heels are all friends. So, whatever.
You'd think in the main you have some. They have Cena, but maybe a little more star power in the main event. If it's such a show in Japan.
Who else do you need but Cena in the main event? Yeah, it was. Don't don't bother watching that fucking tag match. It was bad. Watch everything but that tag team match.
I mean, you could have done the same thing you did with Lesnar with Cena, kind of.
Yeah.
In the lower card, and just put the main event as Owens.
Whatever. I can understand it because it is technically a house show and you're sending the fans home happy with Cena, but it's like, how would they not go home happy with Finn Balor, their guy, winning the belt? But argue for another day. Well, hey, Justin, thanks for joining us for a review.
Yeah, my pleasure.
You can get the fuck out now and never return, please.
I'll be back.
That's what they all say. Well, no one retires in wrestling, I guess. Thanks for joining us, guys. Take care. Bye.